Hi, and welcome. Thank you for joining me for the Self Connector, Loving Yourself Back to Wholeness. Today I want to talk a little bit about mirror work. So don't roll your eyes, don't click away. Some of you may be familiar with mirror work, some of you may have tried mirror work, some of you don't know what it is. What it is a super powerful tool of reconnecting with loving yourself. Now, it's a super powerful tool. I make that claim not only because hundreds of my clients have used it, but it made a huge difference in my own life. I first learned about mirror work from Louise Hay in the early 80s. And I remember standing in front of the mirror and thinking it looked so stupid and it felt so weird, but I stuck with it and it made a significant shift in my life. So the type of mirror work that I want to share with you and that I want to invite you to consider to adding to your self-care and self-love routine is the following. So in one of my last videos, I talked about setting yourself up for a great day, which was starting your day with a place of appreciating the gift of a new day. And so as soon as you've woken up, I'm inviting you, when you're still in that soft place, I'm inviting you to have a hand mirror ready. I have a hand mirror like this. It can just be a regular hand mirror from the dollar store. I recommend not the one with the 10 times magnification that you don't scare yourself first thing in the morning. So grab your hand mirror and just look into your eyes. So just take a look into your eyes. Our eyes are the seat of our soul. No, our eyes don't change. When we're born, we grow up, we change, our face changes, but our eyes don't change. Maybe the frame around our eyes, wrinkles and all that changes, but our eyes don't change. So I invite you to look into your eyes and connect with yourself and say, I love you. I love you just the way you are. So this is not an exercise where you're going to look in the mirror and go, okay, I love you, I love you, I love you just the way you are. Okay, I love you, I love you. No, of course, I'm inviting you to connect to the feeling. So if the inner critics start to get activated and have things to say about why you're not lovable or what's wrong with you, thank them and send them on vacation, send them on a break. If you struggle for some reason with or feel uncomfortable with looking into your eyes and saying I love you, think of your younger self. Imagine looking into the eyes of your 2-year-old self, your 6-year-old self, your 10-year-old self. Can you say I love you to that part of you? Can you be that good parent, that loving parent, that always loving parent with yourself? And can you look into the mirror and see the eyes of the divine looking back at you? To truly connect to this place of looking into your eyes, connecting with your inner being, connecting to the place of divine love, because we're always loved. So my invitation is that you do this for about 5 minutes. Just say I love you and just notice what happens in your body. Can you allow that feeling to sink in? Can you let it spread through your body? Can you feel it in your heart? And like I said, if it makes you uncomfortable, see how far back you have to go. Or see whose eyes do you think you would trust? Your inner being, your divine parent, looking at you, saying I love you. And then you can go about your day. So the second time that I invite you to do this in your day is in the evening, just before you go to sleep. You're going to take your mirror again And you're going to look into your eyes and you're going to connect to, I love you. And if other really loving messages surface for you that feel like a fit, then by all means, don't hold back. But even just connecting with, I love you, and letting that spread through your body, letting it vibrate in your heart, is a way of loving yourself back to wholeness. Because when we're babies, think of a baby. When we're babies, our core self is completely expanded and we have no doubt about our lovability. It's only later that we get messages and feedback that isn't really about us and our lovability. It's more about our environment and how our environment is coping with who we are and what's going on for them. And we start to internalize that. And then we start to think we're less lovable. The self-connector is all about loving yourself back to wholeness. So try it. I promise you, if you can do this consistently for 1 month or 21 days, you will have forged new neural pathways. You will have healed some old wounds. And you will feel a lot more lovable, which means you're probably going to be kinder with yourself in all kinds of ways during your life. And if you notice, if you're going back, for example, and you're trying different ages, and you notice there's a particular age where you have a hard time connecting and loving yourself, then maybe do some journaling at some point during your day or during your week and find out what's that about. Because you're always lovable. The divine always loves us. So thank you for joining me, and I wish you heartfelt connection with yourself. I'm Ina Stockhausen. I'm a somatic psychotherapist, and I offer heart-centered counseling and spiritual mentoring for individuals and couples.